You know, there's nothing like being in the green room, and I'm with the one and only Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean in the house. Now, look, y'all got the bio, okay? Y'all know I don't like reading bios. Y'all got her long bio. Y'all know how great and wonderful she is. But you probably have a question that you want to hear from her, which is, who is Dr. Jackson-Dean? And more importantly, what is she up to these days? So, Dr. Jackson-Dean, talk to us. Who are you? And what are you up to these days?
Well, just so you know, I am Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, CEO of Jackson-Dean Investments. I am the TV talk show queen, the pen slayer, multiple national and international bestseller author, and multiple national empowerment speaker. I am a professor. I am a United States Air Force disabled veteran and founder of Greatness Food, a nonprofit organization. I have my own talk show, TV network, JDI Multimedia Network, and I am host of my own TV talk show called Just So You Know Moment with a Twist TV talk show. I have authored and published 7 books, co-authored 5 books, and have created an anthology series. High performance and professional women hire me to assist them to reclaim their clarity, confidence, and commitment so they can build profitable and powerful businesses.
You know, for folks that are out there tuned in right now, they may be wondering, they just saw one word, and it was mindfulness. And do you mind if we slow down for a moment? I know we're in the green room, so, you know, you say I can ask any question I want. And they're wondering, why did you pick this topic, mindfulness, okay? And number 2, what is it? Like, what is your definition of mindfulness? Can we just get that up front? Because we have entrepreneurs that are watching. We have dualpreneurs that have worked all day, Dr. LaShonda, and they're here. We have other folks that are balancing their families. So it's a lot going on. So talk about what is mindfulness and why did you select this topic now?
Well, Shay, it all begins and ends with your mind, which is why mindset is so important. So, what is mindfulness? Everyone has their own perception to what mindfulness is to them. Because perception is an individualized thinking and thoughts. It is whatever you need to be productive, joyful, and less stressful in your everyday life. Mindfulness is also whatever you need to help you pivot from one level to the next, which is why I titled my book, Level Up Through Mindfulness. Level Up Through Mindfulness. Well, I won't even go into talking about the book right now, but that's
No, I
what
mean, look,
mindfulness.
we're in the green room. You can't drop the book on us and not say what the book is about. How can you possibly do that?
Well, I was waiting for you to question me, ask me about the book. We were talking about mindfulness. So, mindfulness is perception of what it takes for you to be the best version of yourself, what it takes for you to be who you need to be to get from one level to the next. In which, that, like I said, that's why I titled my book Level Up Through Mindfulness, because your mindfulness, the mindset that you have, takes you from one level to the next, depending on what your thought process is.
Depending on what your thought process is. So the book, give us what's one of the ideas out of the book. Then we're going to get in. We get started, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get started in about a minute or so. Don't worry. But she has the book right there. You can see it in front of you. I'm going to ask her to give us one idea of that book, and then we get started. Like we're in a green room right now, so we're just having a conversation. I'm going to ask her to tell you a little more about the book, but give us just one idea out of the book. Just one idea.
Well, I'll tell you this. My favorite topic in this book is self-awareness. And the reason why I love self-awareness and I enjoyed speaking about self-awareness is because if you don't know yourself, you're in a very bad situation, a very bad place. And sometimes we feel like we know ourselves, but then we go through different stages where we end up losing ourselves. And so we had to go back and find ourselves. But you always got to know where you left yourself in order to go back and get yourself.
I love it. I love it. Look, I can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. Look, for those folks that are out there, LaToya, thanks so much for joining. It is an honor and a privilege, a treat and a treasure to have you here. Homer, my man, who's always here, thanks a lot. Mike up in New York, New York. So nice to name it twice. We got to get started. Michelle, I see you over in Texas. We've got a show in 5. Don't worry, I'm going to ask him more about this mindfulness. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll be right back. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there. And they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we're on a mission. And our mission is to empower. Our mission is to inspire. And our mission is to provide you, that's right, you, the entrepreneur, right now, with all of the resources that are necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And I like to share every episode that we have 3 visions. I'm always reminded myself, by the way, we have 3 visions. First, we have a vision for ourselves, the way that we want to live, the food that we want to eat. She's going to talk about mindfulness in a moment. Pay attention to that because it all starts in your mind with what you want, by the way. And then we have a second vision, I believe, a vision for our loved ones. I mean, the ones we care the most about, the ones that we want to write a check for their health care insurance, or we want to be able to send our kids to a school of their choice, or the causes that we really believe in that we want to support financially. And it takes resources, which means it takes revenue, by the way. And then the third vision I believe you have a vision for the people you were called to serve. I don't think you're here just for yourself. I don't think you're here just to make sure me is taken care of. But you've been given gifts and talents. And I like to always share the story of Noah in the Bible. And imagine for a moment if you were Noah, even if you're not a believer, and you were on this mission like you are right now. Now, Noah could have chilled out. He could have just got himself a boat, put his family in there, a couple of goats in there, some chickens. I know y'all want some hogs somewhere in there. Okay, I get that. If you're a vegan, you want some plants in there, right? But no. His vision, his expertise was much bigger than him. And imagine before he got started, if there was a knock at the door and someone said, "Yo, Noah." They did say yo back in the day, by the way. There's a problem. There's no hammers in the house. My man, Shorty, over here, Noah. They did say Shorty back in the day, by the way. What's up? There's no nails in the house either. What? No hammer, no nails. Someone yelled, "Noah!" And it was all the way in the back. And they said, "Noah, I got a report. There's no wood and there's no people. Good luck putting this together." Noah would have a problem. And maybe that's you. You right now, you don't have the right mindset, and you need to have everything you need to get going. Well, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, no matter what time it is, no matter where you are, the one and only Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean is in the house. What's up? How are you, LaShonda?
Hey. Hello, how are you?
Man, we're moving in the fast lane. Can I just jump right into it? Can I address the elephant in the room? And the elephant in the room has to be, why do people struggle with mindfulness? Like, if they know, they got to have the right mindset. If they've been taught, they got to at least believe. Then why is the struggle of not really using mindfulness to get to the next level? What's holding people back? That's my question. I'm just curious.
Before I go there, can I just say thank you for the invite. I am just so happy, and I'm just ecstatic to be here. I really am. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Well, thank you for being here so much. I appreciate that. God bless you.
Okay, so on to your question. In regards to mindfulness, why do people struggle with mindfulness? Number one cause for struggle with mindfulness is confidence. Confidence in yourself, confidence in your talents, confidence in your belief, confidence in whatever it is that you think that you can do, your skills, your talents, your belief, yourself. That's the number one issue that people have with mindfulness. The second one is clarity. A lot of people are not clear on what they're doing. They're not clear on goals and objectives and things that they want to do with their life. They're actually in a place where they're actually confused and they don't know which way. There's so much going on around us, and there's so many things that you can pick and choose at, that people don't really have a clear thought on what their purpose is. And until they find their purpose, that's going to interfere with the thoughts that they have that goes into their mindfulness. And so that's the way I feel about it.
So I heard confidence, and the other one that I hear was clarity. Is that what I heard?
Clarity.
Okay. So
and purpose.
Confidence. You need confidence to have clarity to understand your purpose. Can we slow down and then we'll speed up? Talk about confidence. I mean, what are some suggestions as you're coaching clients, as you're working with folks? What are some suggestions? What's one idea or two ideas you give to help with that confidence? And whether it's confidence being able to have the health they want, or confidence being able to have maybe the wealth they want to get, or maybe the confidence to go after what they want. What is one or two ideas that you share with your clients, the folks that are out there, to help them have more confidence?
I believe the main objective to increasing your confidence level is self-awareness. And that's what I led off with, is self-awareness. You need to know who you are. You need to know your abilities. You need to know your skills. You need to know your talents. In order to know all, you have to sit down and take a full assessment of yourself, a full assessment of your skills and your talents, to figure out what it is that you are good at, figure out what it is that you have mastered, figure out what things that you need to work on, and figure out where you are. You know, you start off with your current state, but where do you want to go in the future? What's your future state that you want to do and where you want to be? And so that's what you have to do. You have to figure out who you are, figure out what your self-awareness is, figure out what it is that you want to do, and figure out what you can do, and figure out what that you can improve on. Because all of us, none of us are perfect. None of us are the master of the universe. All of us have the opportunity to grow. And if you feel like you don't have the opportunity to grow, you need to change your environment, because you need to be in a state where you can grow. You need to find somewhere where you can cultivate skills that you have to grow them to produce a better person. And I heard you say empower, inspire. That's one of the things I always say. I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. With self-awareness and learning who you are and knowing who you are and your growth, you can become the best version of yourself.
I love that. You can become the best version of yourself. For those folks that are out there, what's going on, Roosevelt? He said, yeah, lack of clarity kills the confidence, so you cannot fulfill your purpose. He's out there taking notes, by the way, out there tuned in. Thanks a lot, my man. Certainly appreciate it. What's up, Clarissa Cutting? She's in the house. Thanks so much. Larry Freeman is in the house, and so many of you who are tuned in right now to this very important conversation. Now, I know some of you want to know, okay, Shay, I didn't catch the green room. Who is this person you're talking to? Who is this person that's a pen slayer? I think she used the word. Who is this person that's the TV talk show person? Who is this person that understands finance? Well, she's someone that's not in a box, okay? She's someone that creates boxes that she wants to be in. So Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, they're curious. Take a moment and just tell them a little about who are you once again. And then I want you to answer the question, if you can, which is, what's one idea that you're going to share with them how they can use mindfulness to help them really get to that next level? You gave one already. I love self-awareness, but she's got more. She's got more. She's got more. And as she's doing that, do me a favor as you're watching. Hit the share button. No, be mindful. Hit the watch party button. copy the link right now. You have her permission, Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, to pay this message forward to your community. So do it now. Do it when? Do it now. Do it now. Help someone else. All right, Dr. LaShonda, as they're doing that and they're sharing this message out, thank you all that are doing that. Tell me real quickly, who are you in 90 seconds or so? And then give them another idea, please. Okay,
I'll say it over again. Just so you know, I am Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, CEO of Jackson-Dean Investments. I'm the TV talk show queen. I am the pen slayer, multiple national and international bestseller author, and multiple national and international empowerment speaker. I am a professor, a United States Air Force disabled veteran, founder of Greatness Pursuit, a nonprofit organization. I have my own TV network, JDI Multimedia Network, and I am the host of my own TV talk show called So You Know Moment with a Twist TV show. I have authored and published 7 books, co-authored 5 books, and have created an anthology series. High performance and professional women hire me to assist them to reclaim their clarity, confidence, and commitment so they can build profitable and powerful businesses.
Says so well, says so well. Now give them that one idea. They only need one idea to change their life. How many ideas do y'all need to change your life out there? One. I always say that's one of my 12 rules of life. One good idea implemented is better than 1,000 ideas you know right now. So share one more idea on what they can do and how they can use mindfulness for them to achieve their goal, for them to get to the next level. And you out there watching, you at home, pay close attention. Take it away, Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean. We're gonna find out that talk show. Don't worry. We're gonna ask her how she got the twist in there, but I'm gonna save that till we get out to the next segment. All right, take it away. Take it away. Give them another idea, please.
Well, Shay, I heard you speak on that, sharing and giving to others and doing for others. All of that is great. All of that is wonderful. But until you're able to be gracious to yourself and be able to share with yourself and open up and do things for yourself, you can't do anything for anyone else. And so doing for yourself, more self-aware of yourself, taking time for yourself, being compassionate for yourself or to yourself, making plans for yourself, it's not being selfish. It's called self-care. And so until you're able to care for yourself, you're not able to care for anyone else. And so that's the number one thing that you need to do, is to be able to take care of yourself and understand what self-care is before you go to anything else in mindfulness. You have to be mindful of yourself.
You talk about being mindful of yourself, and for those folks that are out there, we got the one and only Judy James is in the house. We have the one and only Candace Johnson that's in the house, and so many folks that are tuning in. Take a moment, if you would, and this is totally off topic, but I think it's in line with mindfulness, and that is, what do you share with folks that got so much going on right now? They're like, okay, sounds good, Shay. She got everything under control, but how does she balance her priorities? How does she balance having this talk show? How does she balance writing all these books? How does she balance being over here on the finance side of the house? How does she balance showing up for stuff like this, Shay? So can you ask her, what are some of her best, I don't want to call them time management skills, so I call them priority skills in order to get things done? Because on their mind right now, they're like, sounds good to me, but I got a lot going on. She don't know how to balance all the stuff I got going on. Talk about one of your secrets of getting things done and prioritizing.
Absolutely, Shay. I am one of those people that also have a lot of things going on, with my talk show, with my books, coaching, all the different things. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, and so I have a lot of things going on too, but it comes back to what you said. It's prioritization. And so you have to figure out what's most important and go 1, 2, 3 from there. You have to decide how much a percentage of your time are you going to allot for different things. And there are a lot of things that you're going to have to delegate to other people. And so we all know that none of us are superhuman. I'm not Superwoman, although no one has seen Superwoman and me in the same place at one time. So, it could be, but To be honest, no, I'm not a superwoman. But you have to learn to, I know, right? You have to learn to delegate some things. There are some things that I know that I can do. There's some things I know that I can't do. Those things that I know that I can't do, automatic delegation to someone else. Things that I know that I can do and I have the time to do, I work on those things myself. Now, it gets to a point where you have so many things that you have to do that you can do, but you really don't have time to do it. You delegate those things as well. Now, I'm the type of person, I like to know bits and pieces of the things that I do. So if there is something that I'm going to delegate, I still want to be in there to know what's going on, because just in case it falls back on me, I need to still know how to do it. So if I delegate it before I learn it myself, I put myself in a position where if something should happen, then I don't know how to take care of it. I'm constantly looking for someone to handle situations for me that I haven't learned myself. Now, that goes back to you can't do everything yourself. You have to delegate. You have to have a team. I have a team. But even with my team, I want them to make sure that I'm abreast of what's going on and how to do things. Even when I do it, I know how to do it. Just like when we were troubleshooting earlier, I know how to troubleshoot on the computer. I know how to troubleshoot different programs and things like that. But I have somebody that can do it for me, but I know how to do it if I don't have somebody to do it. So prioritization is important. Learn what's important. Learn how to allocate what percentage is going to be to this, this, and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and create balance with that.
I love it. Judy out there saying that's correct. Delegate, but maintain control. Delegate, but maintain control. Said so well. Everybody out there watching, by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. We certainly appreciate it. Take a moment, if you haven't already, please take a moment and hit the share button. Like, copy the link right now. No matter what platform you're on, copy the link and pay this message forward to your network. We believe in the giver's economy. The person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. The person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. And certainly you can outgive the competition now. Now, we're moving into a segment now called Today is My January 1st. And for those folks that know what I'm about to do, you can look right below the video. You can look right below the video, and you can write those words. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Doesn't that feel good? For those folks that want to know, what is Shay talking about? Today is my January 1st. Represents one of those moments where you don't wait for January 1st to show up magically on a calendar, but you create this January 1st moment when you make a decision. And I always say there's about 1,000 decisions you make throughout the day, and any one of those decisions could change the trajectory of your life. You make a decision you're going to work out, that's a January 1st moment, or you're going to binge watch and watch Netflix or Hulu or Prime Video, whatever's still out there these days, or you make a decision you're going to eat hamburgers and French fries and so guy has some salt and pepper. I know some ketchup. I know you got to have hot sauce. My son's got to have hot sauce and everything. Or you make a decision. You're going to open up the refrigerator. And inside that refrigerator, wait a minute. There's some kale. Tastes good. There's some carrots. Tastes so good. There's some Brussels sprouts. It's a January 1st moment. So it's a do-over January 1st. Fresh start January 1st. My past does not equal the future January 1st. So my question to Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean sitting over there is, when you hear those words, today is my January 1st, what goes through your mind? What do you hear?
What I hear when I hear the words, it's my January 1st, is to regroup. To regroup, retool, and realign. You know, because sometimes, like you said, we're doing so much. We have so many different things on our plate, whether it be things that we just want to do, or whether they're actual responsibilities that we have to take care of. Every once in a while, we get off track. And so you can use your January 1 to realign, recenter, and retool what you're doing. And that's what I see with that. There's a lot of things that, that I do, and sometimes I have a hiccup here and maybe a hiccup there. I want to use my January 1 or my 1st of January, to go back and correct those hiccups and to retool the situation to bring it all together into one. That
I love that. So you can bring it all into make that part of January 1. January 1. There we go. She's back. There you go. You said sometimes you have a hiccup, but you still bring it to January 1. We see you now. You're back. Rule number 1, don't panic, baby. Rule number 1 is we just don't panic.
No, we don't panic. We smooth, baby. We ride just smooth. What I was saying, sometimes I have a hiccup here and there. And so when I hear January 1st, I want to go back and correct those hiccups, retool and reshape, realign the things and make them correct, make that way straight. So that's what my January 1 is all about.
I love it. I love it. You may have heard this phrase before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? Well, they struggle with consistency. What is your secret sauce, your magic formula in order to be consistent? Folks are excited, like they were back on December 31st after a few drinks on the back of a napkin. They wrote down their goals, and we know how that landed for some folks. So take a moment and talk about, how does Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, how do you, for lack of a better term, hashtag stay the course and follow and do the things you know you should do? What's your secret sauce to being consistent, please?
Well, 2 of the things that I work with my clients about, and that's clarity and commitment. First, you got to be clear on what it is that you want to do. You have to be clear on what it is that you're going to do. And once you become clear on those 2 things, what you want to do, what you're going to do, you have to get committed. And so if you're serious about being committed about something, you'll be able to stick and go the long yard with it. But if you don't have any commitment, guess what? You're going to always restarting over, or changing this, changing that, starting over. It's always going to be a beginning for you. You're never going to grow with anything if you can't ever commit. So the secret sauce to consistency is being clear, having clarity, and being committed to what you're doing. And so stay committed, or get committed first. And once you get committed, stay committed.
I like that. Get committed, and then make sure you stay committed. But the secret sauce I heard was, you got to get committed first. Love it. Oh, said so well. Said so well. As we're listening to you right now, folks might be wondering, Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, Shay, what type of clients does her firm work with these days, if she's taking on any clients? And then number 2, how can we best connect with her? So take a moment, if you would, and answer that question. What type of clients do you work with these days? And how can folks best connect with you and your firm?
Well, like I initially said, I work with high performance and professional women who want to reclaim their clarity, confidence, and commitment so they can build profitable and powerful businesses. And so the women that I work with, they're between the ages of 35 and up. Most of them have businesses, or they're interested in opening their own business or starting their own business. When I say business, it could be a home-based business. It could be entrepreneurship. It could be a speakership. It could be whatever you consider your business. Those people are professional people, and they're high-performance people. And how I define high-performance people are, they have clarity, or they want to get their clarity, and they're committed. All of us don't have the full clarity just yet, but we're working on it. But we all are a work in progress. So I don't have a problem with that, as long as I know that you are committed to the task.
I love it. I love it. We're moving to a segment now called Rapid Fire. And rapid fire is when we get to ask any question on our mind, and you can answer, or you can just take a pass if you would. Nothing wrong with taking a pass. But my favorite question almost every single night is to ask, and I'm always curious, by the way, and here it is, of all the mentors you've had along this journey of life, and you've had so many mentors along this journey of life, what is one lesson that's top of mind to you that you're going to share with us from one of your mentors? So we may never meet your mentor, but you're passing this on to us. What is one lesson that you would pass on to us, please?
I would have to say, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't try to mimic anything. If you're yourself, you don't have to remember who you are. If you are being yourself all the time, if you're doing who you are, the world is going to eventually adjust to the person that you are. A lot of them may have an issue with who you are, but if you're constantly and you're consistently being who you are and who you are supposed to be and who you are growing to be, you won't have a problem with remembering who you are, and you will be able to do what you're supposed to do. From mentors that I've had in the past is to always be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
Love it.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And you know, you have this show called Just So You Know Moment with a Twist. And we're in rapid fire questions, so we get to ask any question we want. So they want to know why that title and what's the genesis of the show. You got to give us the backstory, especially that with a twist, with a twist, with a twist. Can I have a happy entrepreneur show with a twist? Can I do that? No, okay, that's your thing. That's your thing. But tell us about it, please. Tell us all about it.
Well, the show originated from few moments that I would take. It was a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I started off doing little like 30 to 60 second motivational talks on Facebook Live. And it was called Just So You Know Moment. And it would just be a moment that I would say something that would be motivational. Well, time progressed where it turned into a actual Facebook Live show. And so it was Just So You Know Moments live Facebook show. Well, then it turned into it because the Just So You Know moment was motivational, and that's what I was doing. Well, I started getting different letters from people asking me to talk about this or discuss that. And, you know, they were really watching the show. I mean, all over the world, people were watching this show on Facebook Live. And so that's where the twist came in, because we weren't just doing motivation anymore. I was actually teaching some things. We talked about finances. We talked about business. We talked about entrepreneurship. We talked about our lives as mothers, as sisters and daughters. We had some men on the show that talked about being men and the things that they deal with and things that they deal with their business. And so that's where the twist came into, because there were so many different things that were added to the show. So we went from Just So You Know moment, which was a 30-second, 60-second motivational power up, to Just So You Know Moments, the show, Facebook show, to Just So You Know Moment with a Twist, the TV talk show. And so I went from that to TV. So now I'm on TV, I'm on digital channels, and we're on all of the streaming services and all the social media services. And I'm loving it. I enjoy every moment of it.
I can tell. We can hear the fire coming out. For those folks that are out there, do me a favor, hit the share button. Hit the watch party button. Like pay this message forward to your community. Like, help someone else. Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean only showed up for 2 reasons, and that is to serve plus add value. She's here to serve plus add value. Don't worry, I'm going to get to this whole wealth part. I mean, I'm on this whole thing about being healthy, and I want to be happy, and I want to be wealthy. And she knows something about that, so I'm going to ask her. We're in rapid fire. We're going to ask any question we want. Don't worry, I'm going to ask her in a minute about this. What's holding people back from really reaching financial security or financial independence or financial wealth? And what are some recommendations she has? Don't worry, she has time. We're going to pick her brain a little bit. But first, you hit that share button. You hit that watch party button. You hit bless another little boy or a little girl or a big boy that's out there right now. Make a difference for someone else. You can do that. That's how you give a digital applause. Really, that's how you make it happen. All right, Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean. I kind of said it, but here's the question. What holds people back from really achieving financial wealth? Okay, and however you want to define wealth these days. Some people are saying financial security. That means they got 6 to 12 months in the bank, right? Some people are saying financial independence. That means they could retire today if they want, and their debts are taken care of. And then others just want to be wealthy. There's just money to give to other folks. Whatever wealth means to them, what's the biggest money problem holding people back today from really crossing that hurdle and getting to that next level?
So I'm going to take that in two parts. The first part is back to what I said, clarity and commitment to consistency. Clarity of your goals, what you're trying to achieve, whether they be financial, whether they be health related, whether they be, you want to just be the best mom that you can be, whatever that is. You have to have a clear understanding of what it is that you're interested in doing or what you're interested in being to achieve those goals. That's clarity. Number two is the commitment. Now, with wealth, like in my other show, I will tell people, everybody's not going to be rich. Everybody's not going to be wealthy, but you can do your part to get there or to get as close to it as you can. There's too much information out there on the internet. There's all different types of representatives, financial representatives that you can find and hire for yourself. A lot of the information is there for you to grasp, and all you have to do is just take the time to listen and learn it. If you take that information, you get clear on what your goals are. Once again, it all just goes back to clarity, commitment, and consistency. So you get clear on the goal that you're trying to reach financially. You get clear on the goal that you're trying to reach health-wise. You get clear on the goal that you're trying to reach with your family. And then you become committed to it. So if I'm going to commit to being wealthy, I know that I got to commit to saving my money. I got to commit to not spending every dime that I get. I got to commit to finding out ways that I can earn interest on the money that I have. So whether that's with, and I'm not a spokesperson for any of these financial websites, but I always mention E-Trade. E-Trade is a wonderful app and entity to use for buying stocks, buying and going into indexes and mutual funds, everything. And all of the information is right there. All you have to do, get your account, look at the bars across. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. All your research materials there, all of your ways that you can fund your account, all of the different shares are there. If you don't know what the name of the code for the ticker sign for your share is, you got Google. Google is your best friend. Go up to Google, put in the name of the stock that you're interested of, and ask for the ticker stock number. Then go back to E-Trade, put it in there, see how much it is per share, and invest. Another thing that I tell people, look for drip accounts. Drip accounts are for people. I won't even say it for people. Let me take that part out. Let me take that for people out. Drip accounts are for anybody. They're not any particular type of person that can use drip account. Anybody can use a drip account. And what a drip account is, it's a dividend reinvestment. I forgot what it is. But what it does is that you don't have to buy the full share. So let's say you only have a limited amount, and we all have limited amounts that we can only invest. Okay, so it's not. So let's say you want to invest $50, but you want to get a stock of Walmart. Walmart stock ranges between $70 to $130. You have $50 to invest. So you put that $50 in your drip account, and it's on a consistent, there's that word again, consistent deposit. And so that deposit from your account to your stock account, your drip account, is consistently the way that you want it, either every week, every month, every 2 weeks, every other month, whatever. $50 is going to come out of your account to go into that drip account. And you'll be using that money to add towards your stock. So if you're doing it every week, the first week is $50. The next week you're gonna do another $50. Now you got $100. So if the stock is $70, guess what? You now have one share of stock. And you just keep doing it, and you find other companies that would allow you to do drip investments. CompuShare is a great company to do drip investment with. I love CompuShare. You can go through there and find all different types of shares and mutual funds and use it for just a little bit of money here and there. But with that, you are saving. So you are becoming committed. You have become clear on that, on the fact that you want to save money and you want to buy stock. You have become committed because now you are having this money directly deposited from your account to your drip account, and you are consistent because it's every week or every 2 weeks or every month or whatever like that. So there's your clarity, commitment, and consistency in wealth building.
God, said so well, said so succinctly. Y'all just had a full class. Y'all had like a master class, like in that little 2-minute segment. She was spot on. She was fired up, ladies and gentlemen. She's ready. She's giving her best right now. Do me a favor. Here's how you give a digital applause. Here's how you get a digital applause. Hit the share button. Copy the link. Now, if you're listening on Apple TV, I understand. If you're on Roku, I get it. But if you're on one of these platforms and you can pay it forward and you can do that now, do it. Copy the link and post it out on social media right now. Pay this message forward. We came to serve, but we didn't come to serve by ourselves. We need your help. We need your help. No, we really need your help. As we're coming down the home stretch, I'm going to ask Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean. She'll tell us, what do you do for fun? Like, we're not out saving the world, writing books and anthologies, talking on shows, teaching financial wealth, being an educator, being a mom, being a wife. What do you just do for fun? We want to know.
Well, I enjoy spending time with my family, my husband, my children. I actually have 2 birth boys and 1 bonus son. So I have 3 boys, and I have 3 bonus grandbabies as well. I'm a grandma, so
look at that big smile on her face. She ain't smiled the whole time. She said she's a grandma. That big smile came on her face like, yeah, I'm in the G-Mom club over here. What's up?
I also have my parents here that I spend a lot of time with them as well. And so we go out, the things that we like to go out to eat. And so I don't try to be shamed with anybody. I can only be me. I like to eat. And so we go out to eat to different places before COVID, of course.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and things are opening back up. I'm still not too sure about going out to things just yet. But once it opens back up, we'll be on our eating tour again. But we like to go out to eat. We like to go to travel and do different things like that. So that's what I do for fun. Other than that, I'm somewhere reading or writing or teaching or doing some type of shows, interviews, things like that. Those are things I enjoy doing. Those things. I enjoy doing my talk show. I was interviewing a guest the other night, and they were so nervous. And I was like, just calm yourself and have fun. When people come to my platform, I want them to be able to have fun. My show is not rigid. I'm not a rigid person. Even though I'm a doctor, people expect me to be rigid. I'm not a rigid person. I'm a person, I like to have a lot of fun. And what I told them is that on my show, we're going to have fun. And that's what I like to do. If it ever gets to the point where I can't have fun anymore, it's a wrap. I don't want to do it anymore because I like to have fun, and I like for my guests to have fun as well.
Yes, and I like for to have fun too. I'm glad you're here on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. I want you to have fun. I want you to have a good time, and you watching at home, I want you to continue to be inspired and continue to be empowered, but more importantly, to take massive action. The universe rewards people who take action, I'm telling you, differently than those that don't. There's just a reward that comes with that. All right, we're coming down the home stretch. I'm gonna ask if Dr. LaShonda would give us her final thoughts and comments. First, I want to say this. thank you so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. You've got a heart to give. You've got a heart to serve. You played full out, by the way, and certainly we appreciate that. So thank you for being here. Can't wait to have you back, by the way. You're a champion. You're a winner, and you're doing some amazing things. When you close out, do two things, if you would. Number one, tell them how they can connect with you one more time. For those folks like, yes, because she's available to speak on podcasts. She's available to speak on stages. She's available to do teaching. So make sure you hear, as you listen, how you can best contact her. And then number two, give us your final thoughts, your final commentary to close us out. And you at home, Aline, that's been watching, and you at home, Beth, that's been watching, and you, Carol, and you, what's up, my man, John, thanks for joining us out there. We appreciate every single one of you, and thank you for hitting the share button. We appreciate that as well. All right, over to you, Dr. LaShonda Jackson-Dean, to close us out.
I have to say, I have every intention of doing a breathing exercise tonight, and we didn't get a chance to do it. But I'm going to come back.
No, you want to breathe? Breathe. Let's do the breathing exercise.
Do you really want to do we have time?
We always have time for you, Doc. Always.
Okay, well, let's get ready for this breathing exercise because this is all a part of mindfulness. So what I want everybody to do, I want you to listen to what I have to say first before you act, all right? So this is mindfulness, mindful breathing. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to do a full inhale from your stomach for 6 seconds and a complete exhale for 8 to 10 seconds. Now, when you breathe in, be sure that you're breathing in from your stomach and lift your rib cage. And when you breathe out, I want you to concentrate on blowing it all out, allowing your stomach to inflate. And while you're doing all this, I want you concentrating on your breathing. All right, so those are the instructions. Now let's go. Close your eyes and do your breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to think pleasant thoughts about yourself or an upcoming event that you're going to participate in. Let me help you create a new image of yourself by reprogramming your mind. Visualize yourself. Visualize yourself performing what you're doing at this event. Visualize you knowing your part. And visualize that you're doing a great job. Visualize that you're being proud of your performance. Because like I said, it all starts in your mind and it ends in your mind. We have been conditioned that we are our thoughts. And then some tell us that we are not our thoughts. But it depends on what thoughts that you are having. So now I want you to speak words to yourself. You are worthy. You are enough. Your thoughts and your ideas are just as important as anyone else. You are loved and you are cherished. And all of this begins with you, your internal self. I want you to love yourself unconditionally. I want you to forgive yourself and forgive yourself for the part that you played in against yourself. I want you to forgive yourself for not believing in yourself. I want you to forgive yourself for comparing yourself to others. There's only one you, and you are uniquely created. There's only one me. I'm uniquely created. There's only one, all of us, and we're all uniquely created. I want you to think, I am worthy of being celebrated. I am worthy of being appreciated. I am wealthy. I am healthy. And I am wise. I lack nothing because everything I need and am to be is already in me. I take responsibility in cultivating my gifts to produce the best and highest version of me. Smile and hug yourself from within. Tell yourself that you love you. Tell yourself that you love being you, because I love me. Open your eyes. I hope you all feel good. Open your eyes, everyone. Come back to us.
They feel that was powerful. That was super powerful, super imaginary. And I'm so glad you remind us to do that. That's needed. Thank you so much. See, that's one of the things I like about you. You don't just talk the talk. You don't just walk the walk, but you give very specific instructions that people can use. So again, thanks so much. I want to turn over you now to have your final thoughts, your final comments to close it out. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Back over to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, let me tell y'all how you can reach me. You can reach me for speaking events. I'm also looking for authors for my next anthology. So if you're interested in that, you all can reach me at my email address, which is drlashondajackson-Dean@gmail.com. You can go to my website, which is drlashondajackson-Dean at drlashondajackson-Dean.com. And also, I have an offer for tonight. For the next 24 hours, I'm offering autographed copies of my book, Level Up Through Mindfulness, for 50% off. So if you visit www.iamdrlashondajacksondean.com and use the code Shay Brown to receive your discount, you will be notified as well, because we'll get your email address. You'll be notified of the enrollment process of some upcoming courses that I have. And I want to thank you so much, Shay, for inviting me. And my final words for tonight are, why be a short story when you could be a best-selling novel? There's more story than what you're currently telling. Let me help pull the greatness out of you. Visit me online at www.drlashondajacksondean.com.
I love it. Said so well, said so well. Thanks so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And thank you for watching, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. You who's watching at home, you're amazing too. You're also incredible as well. And as you're listening, just know today is your January 1st. You can use mindfulness to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Just know that today is your January 1st. She gave you the secret. She just said E-Trade, but she gave you a couple other secrets that you finally can get that wealth in order. This is your moment. This is your time. Go ahead. If I'm you right now and I'm putting my sunglasses on, the future is bright. And for you, the best is still yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. With that being said, my name, for those folks that care, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Remember, time is long. Life, on the other hand, well, it's very, very short. So you got to live in that moment, and you got to make it count. God bless. We wish you success. Thanks a lot, Doc. You're amazing. You're incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. We'll talk to you later. Peace. Promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Damn.
Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win.
Thank you. God bless.